You're listening to User Media. Hello bold and beautiful friends. Welcome to my channel. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Steffi believes they were mostly unaffected by Schock's termination and line cut in Forrester's main office. Ridge wishes it had never occurred. Same, replies Steffi. Normally, she doesn't give a damn about the people her employees date. As long as Schock doesn't pursue her husband, she doesn't give a damn about who she is meeting. They discuss Schock receiving Carter's assistance. He hasn't been seen by Ridge today. Steffi believes that Schock has somehow entered his mind. In Schock's cabin, she and Carter make out. They go over Steffi ending her life's work. It was all a misunderstanding. She thought she was going after her husband. They discuss why they can't tell Steffi about their relationship. Schock thinks it would be nice for her to one day acknowledge that she was wrong about her. Carter's heading to the office to try and get through to Ridge one more time. Brooke comes in and says she hasn't had any luck. Carter wants to try one more time with him and Steffi before. Brooke asks, "Before what?" Carter just says he has to turn this around for everyone's sake. Finn arrives at Il Giardino, where Deacon tells him he wants to talk about Schock. "I'm worried about my daughter." He heard she was fired by his wife. Finn asks if he heard what pushed Steffi to do that. Deacon says Brooke told him what Steffi thinks she saw isn't what happened. Finn says Brooke's not objective when it comes to her daughter. Deacon asks, as opposed to Steffi, who has an ongoing vendetta against Schock for years. Finn replies, "What about me? The person she threw herself at." Again. Deacon tells Finn that Steffi is acting bullheaded. "You've got to try and get through to her, man, before she does any more damage than she already has." Finn asks Deacon if he's asking him to support his daughter over his own wife. Deacon just wants him to tell Steffi that sometimes things aren't what they appear to be. Finn shrugs, sometimes they are. Like Schock dressed in lingerie on top of me on the desk. Deacon protests that she tripped. Finn says he was there. Deacon doubts she intended to seduce him. Finn argues it's happened before. He knows how much Deacon cares about Schock, but she's been doing things that haven't been like her for a while now. Perhaps it's time she sought professional help. She's her own worst enemy right now. None of this is Steffi's fault. In the cabin, Brooke is informed by Schock that the current state of affairs is unacceptable. Since she has tried, Brooke is confident Carter will try. They are aware of Steffi's strong emphasis on the father-slash-daughter dynamic. Brooke is concerned that Carter might backfire if he pushes too much. That is not what Schock wants. "You've truly fallen for him, haven't you?" asks Brooke. It was a pleasant surprise, according to Schock. He is a good man, the whole package. It is quite admirable how he has been standing up for the Logans and spurring with Steffi and Ridge. In the main office, Ridge and Steffi complain that Carter has to figure out a solution for this LLC he asked for as they're paying too much in taxes. Carter comes in and closes the door. Ridge asks if he's going to yell at his daughter again. "Is that what we're doing?" Carter didn't mean to yell before, but he stands on what he was saying. They need to reinstate hope for the future. So, come on, let's do that. Please. At Il Giardino, Deacon says he would never ask Finn to turn against Steffi. Finn says he wouldn't even if he wanted him to. They go over Schock, reading more into their friendship than there was, and Finn repeats that he won't lobby his wife on Schock's behalf. As Steffi's husband, she has his full support. In Schock's cabin, she hates that her mother is in the middle of this battle. Talk turns back to her leaning on Carter. Having someone who believes in her means the world. She believes in Carter too, and his vision for Forrester Creations. But Ridge and Steffi are disrespecting him too. Carter will not allow himself to be their punching bag. She hopes he'll be able to get through to Ridge, maybe even in a way Brooke hasn't been able to yet. At Forrester, Carter rants about needing to reinstate hope for the future and also to expand the company into a global luxury brand. The company rests on the strength of the head designer right now. It would crumble if something happened to Ridge. They need to take his advice and not placate him or brush him off. Steffi isn't going to change her mind. Hope for the future is done. She thinks he's supporting Hope a little too much, and she's starting to lose faith in his ability to do what's best for the company. Carter appeals to Ridge. He agrees with Steffi. Carter is losing his perspective. He wants him to focus on the LLC and leave them to run the company. Do your job. Later, Steffi and Ridge agree that something has changed with Carter. She thinks Hope is influencing him. Finn arrives and kisses Steffi. They update him that Carter is still backing Hope. Ridge says this is difficult because they're like a family. Finn says Deacon summoned him to try and convince him to pressure Steffi to take Hope back. He made it clear he supports his wife. Steffi doesn't regret her decision and says there's nothing Hope can do about it. Absolutely nothing. At the cabin, Hope and Brooke are wondering if Carter got through to Ridge when Carter returns. He reports that they wouldn't listen to him. Brooke can't understand why Ridge goes along with Steffi. Carter says it's been like this for years. He's sick of the Forrester versus Logan battle and feels he let Hope down. She reassures him. She's never had anyone fight so hard for her before. Carter will keep fighting. Brooke doesn't think it will matter. Ridge and Steffi control Forrester. They own the company. Brooke gets a text and has to leave for an interview. Once alone, Carter tells Hope he won't give up on her. She believes in him and thinks he's an incredible man. They kiss. One thing Bold and Beautiful is not known for is being subtle. So when the popular soap begins mentioning a deceased character's name repeatedly, the next logical thought is, are they alive? Since Taylor returned to Los Angeles, we've been hearing the late Phoebe Forrester's name on the regular. And it's left us with a lot of questions, including, if Phoebe's coming back, who will play the role? As Bold and Beautiful fans know, Jacqueline McStins Wood plays Phoebe's twin sister, Steffi, who has joined in the recent talk about her late sibling. Taylor's return, and her diagnosis of broken heart syndrome, has brought to the surface the pain of losing Phoebe, who perished after being flung out of the car in which she was fighting with Rick, and into a ravine. Given that she died in Ridge's, then Ron Moss, arms, a miraculous return from the dead seems unlikely. But as we all know, nothing is impossible on soaps, and Bold and Beautiful in particular isn't wont to let such a technicality get in the way of a juicy plot twist. The theme of Steffi and Taylor missing their former family has been hammered hard lately, so something is afoot. Perhaps the reminiscences about Phoebe and the old days are simply a precursor to Ridge doing another flip-flop and leaving Brooke for Taylor to put his family back together. But we cannot discount the possibility that Phoebe's about to be resurrected. The role, last played by Mackenzie Mozzie, could be recast, as at the time of Phoebe's death, she and Steffi were not identical, but fraternal twins. That said, they were portrayed as identical twins when they were younger, so the powers that be may decide to revert, and therefore ask Jacqueline McStins Wood to do double duty by playing both Steffi and her sis. But would Wood be up for the challenge? Soaps spoke to the star about the possibility in the past, and she told us, "It would be so much fun. I would love doing that." However, she was quick to add, "But also, that would be a lot. It would be double the dialogue." The actress might not be able to handle the additional workload in the long run because she is a mother to 4 sons. I would want to pursue it if it was a plot that I knew would only be there for, say, a few months as opposed to 3 years. However, if there was any uncertainty, the go-getter yes, I would do that, Wood finally said. I'd be all for that. Fans of the actress, who has received numerous daytime Emmys for her work, will be happy to hear this. Powerhouse performances. It would also be a boon for viewers who love the Forrester fam, as news of his dead sister's resurrection would surely bring Thomas and his boy Douglas home from Paris with, Paris. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe my OSR Media to our channel, and stay with us.